What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, I'm going to be reviewing the Founders Mortal Bloom Hazy IPA. This is coming in at 6.2% ABV, and this is in a 19.2 fluid ounce can. Really cool can design. My girlfriend actually said she wants this can, so she will be keeping this can in her room. I noticed, well, first of all, 50 IBUs as well. And it says citrusy and tropical notes. But shortly before I turned the camera on, I actually looked at the bottom to see if there was a canned on date, and bravo, there is. Canned on 10/28/24. So today is Friday, May 23rd. So this has been in the can for almost exactly 7 months. So I was a big Greg's Beer Reviews viewer. And I used to listen to him talk about IPAs really don't last that long in a can. You know, once they get past like 4 months, they start to lose their hoppiness, become more of a malt bomb. So that's kind of what I'm expecting with this one. But we will see. And it is a hazy IPA. I've seen some pictures online. It's not like super hazy, but I guess enough to be considered a hazy. It's not a West Coast style. Very flowery, hoppy, just coming right out of the can. There's a little bit like a pineapple or mango or some kind of tropical fruit smell. Yeah, it pretty much smells like your standard hazy IPA. So let's go ahead and pour it up, see what we got. So it is hazy, darker orange color. Get it up there in the light so I can see it a little bit better. Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of an orange haze to it. I can see light through it though, so it's not like I guess I can kind of see my fingers through it. So working with about 2 finger, slightly off-white head. You get a lot more of that pineapple, mango type tropical fruit aroma coming out of the glass than you actually do the can, obviously. It's a little sweet. So, the Founders Mortal Bloom Hazy IPA, 6.2%. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah. There's almost a little bit of like it kind of tastes like cannabis smells. Very resinous, but at the same time, very sweet. You do get the hops. Let's just be honest, most of the hops have faded because this does not taste like 50 IBUs whatsoever. It has a very strong malty sweetness to it. It's about, if I was going to put it into a percentage, the bitterness versus the actual sweetness, I would say it's like 70% sweetness, 30% bitter. Maybe 80% sweetness, 20% bitter, actually. Let me go back in. Yeah, it is tropical fruit, pineapple, mango type flavors, or some type of tropical fruit. I can't really pinpoint exactly the fruits they're using. There's definitely some pineapple in there. I taste the pineapple. and maybe some mango even. Nice little bit of lace in there on the glass. But it is very sweet. It is very fruity. It is very, it's very good. I love hazy IPAs. And I never want a beer to be too bitter, but I know for a fact, and I can tell just by tasting it, that this once was something else, and now that it's sitting in the can for so long, it's kind of became more of a malt bomb. It's still very delicious, very drinkable at 6.2%. It doesn't really drink like a 6.2%, to me, in my opinion. The body, medium body, but yeah, very, very sweet. And that little bit of a hop bite at the end. So, the reason I mentioned, percentages is because I was watching Jay and Dave, their little mystery challenge they did on this over at Louisiana Beer Reviews. Jay said it was like 50% bitterness, 50% sweetness, and I'm getting more, to be honest, it's more 80% sweetness, 20% bitterness. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's been in the can so long, those hop flavors have kind of died out, and the malt has taken over. But in my opinion, it's still a very delicious beer for what it is. Like I said, I don't like beers to be too bitter, but I mean, it probably actually would do really well with having a little bit more bitterness than it does right now. But with that being said, we got to get into a rating for this one. So the Founders Mortal Bloom Hazy IPA. What am I going to give it on a scale of 1 to 10? I almost spilled the beer. Very classy. I'm going to go an 8.9 out of 10. I think it's still really good for what it is. It's just, I got to try a fresh one. Well, I'll put it that way. I got to try a fresh one. But still very good, very drinkable. And go ahead and pour a little bit more in the glass. Beautiful beer as well. I mean, look at that. So, if you guys have had the Founders Mortal Bloom Hazy IPA, let me know what you guys thought of it. Did you like it? Did you have it fresh? Or are you more like me and didn't look at the date? I do that a lot, and it's kind of my fault. But I don't know why they still have stuff like this like out on the shelves. I guess not enough people buy them. Especially around here in Missouri where I live, southeast Missouri. There's not a lot of craft beer drinkers. I'm going to be just perfectly honest with you guys. They drink Bud, Miller, Coors, and that's pretty much it. Like Keystone Light, Natural Light. That's completely fine because I also drink that. Bought a 12-pack of Coors Light, and that's what I'm going to be drinking for the night. But most people around here, I don't see them much as craft beer drinkers. So that's probably one of the reasons why stuff like this sits on the shelf. Doesn't really expire, but it definitely passed its freshness date, or its best by date, if you will. So, oh yeah, I see pineapple. There's actually a slice of pineapple right there. So yeah, I knew I was tasting pineapple for sure. Maybe even a little bit of mango, but I have no way of knowing for sure if that's actually in here. But 8.9 for the Founders Mortal Bloom Hazy IPA. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit me with a thumbs up. And if you guys have any suggestions on anything you would like me to try in the future, leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to try to find it and give it a review. So as always, until next time, cheers, and thanks for watching.